What's going on, folks? Welcome to the latest edition of Nintendo Enthusiast Week in Review. It is I, Sean Long. Bunch of crazy stuff going on, so without any further ado, let's jump into this past week's news. So of course the biggest news of the past week is that Star Fox has been delayed till Q1 2016. And I'm cool with that, but I'm also kind of a little worried about it. I'm cool with it because, hey, if the game needs more time, the game needs more time. This needs to be a AAA release. It needs to have all the bells and whistles. Maybe they'll put in some online multiplayer, revamp the graphics a little bit, because let's face it, the game didn't look all that great. It looked decent, but a game like Star Fox, always was a kind of a technological, thing that pushed systems. I mean, look at Star Fox on the SNES, look at Star Fox 64. Those games pushed the technical limits and they were very graphically heavy, so I would like to see a lot of, polished graphics in Star Fox Zero. But at the same time, I'm a little bit miffed and a little bit worried because did Nintendo just sabotage the Wii U's holiday lineup? I mean, Star Fox was going to be a game that could potentially move systems and, is a cornerstone franchise. I don't necessarily think a game like Yoshi's Woolly World or Xenoblade, those are kind of more smaller titles. Star Fox was kind of the big title, so is Nintendo going to have something to replace that? Are they going to come out with something cool, kind of an HD remake or something? I don't know, it's kind of up in the air. It's very interesting to think about because, let's face it, Mario Power Tennis isn't going to move systems and isn't a game a lot of people are looking forward to. So let me know what you think about the whole Star Fox delay in the comment section below. Are you cool with it? Are you worried about what it'll do to the Wii U's holiday lineup? I mean, there's still a bunch of great games coming out, but there's not kind of that big hitter anymore. So let me know what you guys think about it.
This week's Retro Game of the Week is brought to you by NewWaveTraders.com. For all your retro gaming and toy needs, be sure to visit NewWaveTraders.com.
This week's Retro Game of the Week is the bastard that was not included in the Super Mario Maker collection. Super Mario Bros. 2. You all know the story. It was originally a game called Doki Doki Panic that was ported over to the NES as a Super Mario game because Shigeru Miyamoto and Nintendo felt that the original Super Mario Bros. 2 was too hard for American gamers. You, American gamers, suck. But anyways, this ended up being a classic game. It was very different, and a lot of people kind of push this game off to the side, but you gotta remember, this was the second Super Mario Bros. Game that people had played. So the direction of the series was still kind of up in the air. So, very interesting game, definitely cheap enough to pick up, and I'm sure you guys have all played it, but if for some strange reason you haven't, pick it up, it's awesome. So Super Mario Maker is finally released, and to the surprise of no one, it's selling like hotcakes. In Japan, it was the #1 selling overall game last week. It doubled Wii U system sales, so I think Super Mario Maker is going to be a very powerful game. Over 1 million levels have already been created, and there are some amazing levels. I actually just picked this up today, so I'm definitely looking forward to playing your guys' levels because I'm not the most creative person in the world, as you can tell. So I'm definitely looking forward to playing levels though. So leave me some levels down in the comment section below and stay tuned to Class vs. Crass. I'm going to allude to this a little bit more in the upcoming weeks because we're doing a Super Mario Maker tournament with a very cool prize potentially. So make sure you check out Class vs. Crass as well. Let me know what you think about Super Mario Maker in the comment section below. So the last bit of news I want to talk about is something kind of interesting. The Mega Man Legacy Collection is coming to the 3DS, as you guys know, and Capcom announced that it would have Amiibo support for the Mega Man Amiibo. You'll get 10 additional challenges if you have the Mega Man Amiibo. And while that in itself is interesting, it actually got me thinking. I did an article on the site about it. Could Nintendo lure back third-party companies with Amiibo? Let's face it, Amiibo have sold 7 million units in North America alone since November of last year. That's a lot. That's not counting Japan, that's not counting Europe. 7 million in the US alone. So Amiibo are obviously a very popular thing. Could Nintendo maybe make a Solid Snake Amiibo for a Metal Gear spin-off or something like that? I mean, it's very interesting to think about because Amiibo can generate sales, obviously. People love to collect Amiibo, people love to use Amiibo. So what do you think? Do you think third parties could be lured back if Nintendo created Amiibo of their characters? Let me know in the comments below. And that's gonna do it for this week's show. Hope you guys enjoyed it, hope you learned something. Let me know what you think of everything in the comments section below. Make sure you follow me on Twitter, hit up the Nintendo Enthusiast website for all the biggest news, reviews, previews, all that cool stuff. Make sure you check out Class vs. Crash tomorrow. We're working on a really big tournament that it's going to be awesome if everything kind of comes together. I can't really talk about it too much. Maybe we'll talk about it a little more on tomorrow's show. It's going to have to do with Super Mario Maker and level design and stuff like that. And the prize, if we can get this prize worked out, folks, it's gonna be legendary. So make sure you stay tuned for that, and I'll see you guys around later.